What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So yesterday I did discuss the upcoming buff that is going to be for the PP19 Bison. So I told you I wasn't really happy about it because obviously the Bison is perfect where it stands. I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree with me on that. Maybe the range might be a little bit bad at times, but I mean, for the most part, it still kills very consistently as it did before it was ever even touched. But as it stands, it's still a very, very powerful SMG. It's probably one of the top choices a lot of people would use. But today is not about that. We are going to be talking about another change that I'm a little bit iffy about, like maybe 50-50, and that is the DRH buff that is coming to COD Mobile. So at first, when this buff did get announced, or I guess shown in the Leaguers on Duty site, I thought to myself, I mean, why would they add more range to this assault rifle? I mean, I thought that the range for the DRH was already amazing as it stands, but apparently not. My second guess is that maybe they buffed it because there's some sort of legendary coming out. I mean, there was an exclusive legendary for the Chinese server, so I'm assuming maybe by some chance we are going to be getting that one ported over to our versions. So as of right now, all we know is that there are currently 3 legendary plus weapons that got leaked. The mythic for the Kilo, the legendary for the PPSH, and the legendary for the Arctic 50, which pretty much leaves 2 to 3 more legendary skins depending on how long Season 1 lasts. So it's possible that one of those 3 could end up being for the DRH. And it could pretty much explain why the DRH is getting such an unreasonable buff to its range. And I mean, it seems kind of sizable. I mean, you know, the DRH, like I said, it's a very, very powerful assault rifle. And of course, its 3-shot capabilities is not as good as the Man of War or the ASM-10 because you kind of have to rely on the OTM rounds to actually get those 3-shot kills. And even then, I mean, you would have to put like a monolithic or even a marksman barrel to have a decent range for that 3-shot potential. So adding all of this range to this weapon can make the 3-shot potential even, like, even greater, more so to the point where it actually might be a problem. And I know a lot of you guys told me that, the PP19 Bison buff is not going to be much, but I mean, how many times have we said that before about another weapon that got buffed and it ended up becoming meta? I mean, yeah. And I'm fine with them buffing guns that need to be buffed, but, as of right now, I don't really think the DRH really needs one. Maybe some of you guys will disagree and I respect your opinions, but I don't know. I've been using the weapon a lot recently and it seems pretty fine to me. Weapons that they should be focusing on is, like the M4, the M16, the AK-117, stuff like that. I don't know why they're focusing on already strong weapons, but there is one change that I will talk about it in a later video that I do kind of agree with, is of course the D13 and also the Right Tech AMR. I'll explain them a little later, but for the most part, the Right Tech just involves reload speed buffs. But like I said, I mean, if there's a legendary coming out for the DRH, I wouldn't be surprised given this type of buff. But this is something I typically do. Whenever a weapon gets buffed, I do show some concern because, I mean, COD Mobile, or I guess the developers in Timmy Studios, are not really the best when it comes to balancing. If anything, they're probably the worst that I think I've ever seen. But yeah, they're not really the best for having a good track record of balancing shit. So, I mean, you can't really blame me for being cautious whenever there is some sort of change, whether it be a buff or a nerf. And it's not like it matters. I mean, the Type 25 and the M13 will pretty much kill you before you can even land those 3 to 4 shots. So just in case you guys were wondering what the buff values were, it is from 8, 14, 17, 26, 36 to 10, 17, 20, 28 to 42. It's crazy. So anyways, that's pretty much going to conclude the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comment section if you think this is going to be a huge buff. To be honest, it does look kind of concerning to me. And like I said, maybe there's a legendary coming soon. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to have a wonderful day, guys. Or I guess at this point, wonderful night.